everyone, welcome to Nestled in Vintage. Today, for our first project, I am going to be using this book box, this faux book box. It has all the wording on front, and I thought about painting it, and then I was going through some of my decoupage papers, and you know how we like to layer things in our projects, like we stamp and then we'll put something over the top of the stamp. And so I was looking through and I found this decoupage paper, and I really like the wording underneath here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to decoupage this just right over the top of the wording without painting. Now, I will tell you, I did try a couple other papers, like this one right here, and see, I didn't like that as well. I just didn't think it looked good. And then definitely the ones with the music, you know, you can't really see the wording that much under there, but I still didn't like it without painting it. So if I would have used those papers, I would have gone ahead and painted the box first. But when I put this paper on here, and then I found a matching, somewhat matching piece for the back of the book, and I thought, you know, I kind of like that. That gives it some extra dimension, and it's saving on paint. So I am going to decoupage this on here. And then I am going to be using the IOD Trimmings 4 mold on the spine of the book. I have been waiting to use that mold. Okay, so I am back and our book project is drying. And I've been thinking that I had some terracotta pots that I recently thrifted, and I was thinking I like the look of the terracotta, but I thought it would be cool if there was somehow I could do lace on my terracotta. So this is the first one that I did. I covered it all in lace, and then I painted it with Fusion Damask. And then I put white wax on, and I wasn't quite happy with it. So after that dried, I dry brushed it with some plaster from Waverly chalk paint. And so I still like it, but I thought maybe I could do better. So what I'm going to show you today is the second try that I did with this. And instead of putting the lace all over, I just decided to put the lace around the top to see if I would like that. So that is what I'm going to show you. So I'm just going to wrap my lace around here. You could use any kind of lace, you know, whatever that you like or that would go with your decor. And I'm just going to trim that to fit my top there. Let's make sure I have that going the right way. Okay, there we go. And it is pretty just like this, you know, if you don't need any extra, like, I don't know if you'll be putting it outside or whatever, but if you just have this inside and you like the terracotta look, with the white lace, it is very pretty like that. But I'm going to do something else to it also. So the easiest way I find is to use, I'm using Scotch permanent glue stick, and I'm just going to put that all around the top part here where I'm going to put the lace. And this is the easiest way that I have found to just get the lace to stick, and it doesn't take very long to dry. So let me go ahead and put all that around here. And then just make sure you have the right side up, facing upward for your lace, and just pick any place to start. And then you just push the lace down into the glue. It may pop up for a second, but you can just push it right back down, and it usually just goes right back into place. And I'm just going to put that all the way around the top rim of my terracotta pot here. Looks like I might have just a little bit extra. I'm gonna go ahead and trim that down so it lays as flat as possible. I might need just a little bit more glue right there, just to make sure that that lays flat. And make sure you have it as even as you would like going across the top there. Doesn't have to be perfect, but. And then I just go back around like with the palm of my hand, and I just press my lace down to make sure it's getting down in the glue good, so it'll be secure. And it, like I said, it doesn't take very long for it to dry. So we're gonna let this dry. Okay, so I am back and our glue has dried. So our lace is adhered to our clay pot. So what I'm gonna do this time is I'm gonna take Cathedral Taupe by Fusion. I have just a little bit left in there. Hopefully I have enough. And I'm going to go ahead and paint the pot, the clay pot, with that color. Do that really quick here, the bottom part that doesn't have any lace on it. Now you could put lace on the bottom like I did my first one. I think maybe what I did with my first one too, when you're painting over the lace, you don't want to have a lot of paint on your brush. It's okay if you're just painting the pot like I am now, but like when I go up here to the lace part, I just kind of want to dab over the lace, like try to get in the little angles there where you can see the terracotta. But when I come over to the lace part, just try to dab your paint on there. I think my paint was a little bit too thick on my first one, and that's why I wasn't quite as happy with it as I was with this second try. And it may need a second coat, but let it dry completely before you like dab and do a second coat on this. But I think that makes the difference when you're painting the lace, is to not quite have as much paint on your brush and just kind of dab over the lace. Okay. Well, I'm almost finished here, but I have a completed one to show you, the one that I tried. This one will probably need a little bit of touch up, but I think I got all the lace covered the first time. So I'll set that one over to dry. And then this is the one that I completed. And I really like this look better. I do like this look also, but I just think this is more of a like an elegant look to it. And I think you could do any color. I don't think it's the color. I think it's the amount of paint that you put on the lace and the lace that you use too. Definitely makes a difference. So yeah, that is, and if you wanted a little bit more, you could put like a little mold on here. You could put a transfer. You could use one of the IOD transfers or molds or a paint inlay. I just kind of like this look. I think it's a very elegant look, and it would go with lots of different decor styles. So that is the second project for today. The book is still drying, so I will be back in just a little bit and we will work on the book. Okay, so I am back with our book. And the only thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to dry brush this. I love the detail on this mold. So I am dry brushing it with Fusion's Elmwood. And I've already started that. And I'm just going to continue very lightly dry brushing. I have hardly any on my brush. And I will be back and I will show you the finished projects for today.